all the rest. Guess what, guys? It is time for iCast, your freaking awesome replays. You've all been waiting forever. You're like, Pig, hurry this shit up. Get in the game. We're sick of seeing you play next week's challenge and lose repeatedly. I'm going to have a little cry. Of course, people watching on YouTube are like, what? Oh, I didn't see the VOD of Pig Plays Icy Fire this week. That's because I lost every game. They weren't even, like, games which I should have necessarily lost. Like, every scenario, I think, was perfectly fine for my diversity higher strategies. Lost every game, not going to put them on YouTube, and I'm going to be just like every other RTS content creator and pretend I win every single game ever. I do enjoy going through, you know, people's YouTubes. People like Todd with his Warcraft 3 content before, Grubby, and be like, do these guys never lose a game, or do they just never upload a game? No, RTS players never upload losses, mate. They don't exist, all right? There's like some shut-off corner of our brain that stores the rage and hatred of our losses. We're not going to talk about that shit, okay? So anyways, the challenge, as I just mentioned, for next week is diversity higher, but you guys actually have a few extra days to get on top of it. These guys having a bit of banter here. I like it. It is diversity high. You guys need to try and use as many different units as possible, okay, guys? Just any excuse to build as many different unit types as possible. We want you guys to really add some variety to your army and get some weird shit going. So, good luck. Send me your best replays for that. And Icy Fire is moving to Sunday night EU, Sunday afternoon NA time, and that is early Monday morning at the start of my stream. If you're in Asia Pacific. So we're moving the day of it. So the next one's going to be cast on the 12th of May. So you guys do have a whole week and a half to get that in. We didn't want to give you just half a week, so we pushed it back a little bit. So get your replays in for that. The sooner the better. And of course, do send in only your absolute best replays. An absolute limit of 1 replay per email. You are allowed technically to email 2 separate emails with a replay in each. But you better make sure they're good ones. Otherwise, those who filter through the replays will have their time wasted. I guess that's all that happens, but still, it's a bit of a pain, hey. This, of course, is the last week of the Liquid Rain Icy Fire. What we're casting here right now, guys, is the unlikely couple where players who have far too much time to banter in chat rather than focusing on their openings try to match 2 units no sane person would ever put together in their composition. You know, they might not be as crazy as we were expecting, right? We've seen some really crazy compositions over the previous week. Harstem was talking about how Disruptor Void Ray is actually a legit composition in PvP, and it's not that crazy. He's like, that shouldn't even make it in if someone does that. I was like, okay, Harstem, all right, buddy. Mister knows how to play Skytoss PvP with big balls on the ground. Anyways, we'll see. I don't know who's actually sent the replay in. Sly versus Sly Guy. They're both having a bit of identity crisis. I feel like this is the sort of match where you see the other guy has your name and you kind of like, hey, the loser has to give up their name, right? You know? Where there's actually a show match with some of our Pigpan Taste the Bacon clan leader and another guy a while back. And it's good shit. Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. I think one of them had to actually change their in-game alias. Does anyone remember that show? It was Wobulator versus Wob, I think, or versus someone with another Wob in their name. Oh, that poor fucking SCV. He's like lures it to its death, but unfortunately does end up getting caught in the friendly fire. Fucking Widowmines, man. These are the most hated unit in the Terran arsenal. All the Terran units hate the sight of a Widowmine. Anyway, Sly's going to do a bit of stalker pressure over here. Macroing up behind it. Couple gateways. Robo Twilight. This is looking like some vanilla as fuck play from Sly. I'm much preferring Sly Guy over here. That Widowmine takes out the stalker. We got Widowmines on top of the ramp. So it's Widowmines into Cloaked Banshees. And this is not a composition I've necessarily really seen too much before. I'm sure I've seen like a rough game where he's mass Banshee Widowmine. But this is an unlikely couple. This is not something... I don't know if this is quite like, you know, when you see, this is not like a Harold and Maude moment where you see like the 70-year-old woman and the 18-year-old guy and you're like, oh, you're hanging out with your grandma. That's nice. And then they start making out and you're like, oh, that's not his grandma. Oh my, that's odd. Okay. It's not quite that. This is more just like, you know, the Widowmines are like, they're about a 45, 50-year-old dude, but you know, kind of classically handsome, bit of like a James Bond, well-dressed sort of character. And, you know, the Banshees, they're just, you know, the 22-year-old young girl who, you know, she's with the older guy, but, you know, he could technically be her father, but it's not too weird. His hair's only partially white. It's, you know, people go, oh, that's a bit of an age gap. It's not quite the 60-year-old age gap you might get with a Hugh Hefner, though, or anything like that, okay? So, Sly Guy here going for an unlikely couple, but not a what the fuck are those two doing together couple. I like it. I like it. You know, this combination can actually win games, Widow Mines and Banshee. So a good choice from Sly Guy. Sly, on the other hand, continuing to be vanilla as fuck, is like, hey, what's your favorite drink, Sly Guy? He's like, oh, I love a pumpkin spice latte. I go Blink, Robo, and then I get double upgrades. And you're like, that's fucking boring as fuck, dude. And he's like, well, I like winning games. I'm like, yeah, well, you're not getting, you know, the only way you're getting your replay into Icy Far is if you play against someone doing some jank-ass shit, mate. Sly Guy, on the other hand, is an adventurer. This is a man who gets out there on the map with the Banshee Widowmine and fucks around a whole bunch. This is awesome. I like it. We've got an armory on the way. Unfortunately, Colossus are on the way. That's bad for Sly Guy. Colossus absolutely ruin Widow Mines. I love that Widow Mine. Normally, you hide it in the mineral line, behind the gas, behind the dish of the orbital. But this Widow Mine's just fucking way out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, yeah, we'll just chill over here, man. Why the hell not? 2 Banshees gathering, 3 Banshees gathering on the south. Oh shit, engine screaming. And they're gonna massacre probes if they get in there undefended. There's 2 shield batteries in the mineral line. Sly hit 3 shield batteries, jeebus. Sly saw 2 starports with the upgrades going, and he's like, okay, let's just make 1 billion shield batteries in store because there's observers over each base. Oh god, you gotta heal that pylon! You gotta heal the pylon, Sly! Sly! Oh my god, the shield batteries get depowered. And the observer was in pervert mode, so the Banshees did actually move out of range, but there we go. Uh-oh, the observer's here. The Banshees turn to fight. One of them gets snapped out of the sky, turning around to fight, saying 7 Stalkers versus 2 Banshees. I think we can take that fight. Oh, turns one around to take one for the team. The team still dies, and this Banshee does still end up heavily bruised. Not a good start to the harassment here. Sly Guy saying, god damn, my unlikely couple not achieving much against this vanilla as fuck play. That being said, Sly, the Protoss, only at 45 probes, 47 probes. Yeah, the upgrades are kind of a problem if you're going bio up against Protoss gateway units. But realistically, do we even care about like 2-2 in charge? If you're just massing Widow Mines, you got Drilling Claws, like, I guess Banshees are going to do a lot less damage. They do 2 attacks, right? 2 12 damage attacks. Every armor upgrade is going to be important. You don't really care that much, though. These aren't like... If you've got Marines and you're down on upgrades, it's really shitty. You've got Widow Mines that do fucking gigantic splash spell damage. Banshees, which probably are very rarely going to commit to a frontal fight. I don't know if you actually care. These 2 Banshees, by the way, they really should have a bit of an itch between the shoulder blades, because there is a pervert who is literally upskirting those Banshees right now. Like, that is a creepy, creepy pervert. They're just there. They're like, do you feel like... I feel like someone's watching us and violating us in some way? And this observer's just like, oh, I'm looking right up your engines, lass. Oh. Protoss observers continuing to compete with Overlords for the title of the most disgusting, perverted, and inappropriate unit in all of StarCraft 2. Yeah, okay. Just gonna keep following. I really, it's just weird. Seriously. I mean, I get it. You're permanently invisible. Everyone says they wouldn't do creepy shit. Just wait till you're born as a permanently invisible robot with no conscience. Then let's see where your morals hold up, all right, Twitch chat? You're like, oh, no, I would never do that. I don't like staring at people when they don't know I'm watching. And then, like, the moment they turn invisible... They're like fucking every character out of The Walking Dead or any zombie movie where apparently, even though the world's filled with zombies trying to kill you, you spend your whole time trying to rape, murder, and steal off every other human in existence. You're like, there's some fucking vegetables here in a supermarket we could raid, but look, there's some other humans. Rather than maybe banding together to fight off the zombies, let's fucking murder everybody, because why not? There's no more police left. I've just been waiting my entire life to start murdering, raping, stabbing. Oh, there's a child, let's stab it in the face. That's basically the level of kind of, you know, morals that ends up coming down. The moment you turn invisible, everything disappears. We realize that our expectations of ourselves, our own view of ourselves as people who are not complete douchebags, it was all a social construct. And when put to the test, it counts for jack fucking all. Those Banshees do end up going down there. And Sly continues the vanilla pumpkin spice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful basic bitch Protoss play, taking the safest third of all time with mass cannon shield battery. The main filled with shield battery cannon. The natural filled with cannon shield battery. And just building Stalkers and Colossi. Now what's impressive is Sly Guy has said, okay, fuck you. You're going to defend me harassment pretty well. I'm going to put random Widow Mines all over the map. I'm going to work on me ship upgrades. Keep massing Banshees. And let's take some hidden bases down here. I've been watching the Florencio files. I feel like it works even better if you're a Terran player. I think he wants to make planetaries but doesn't have an engineering bay yet. So I think he's probably told these to morph into planetaries at some point and then is like, didn't work. Let's just, we'll just leave them. It'll be fine. And if you get enough Banshees, Banshees do ruin Stalkers if you can get enough upgrades on them. Add a few Widow Mines underneath, so when those Stalkers come forward, they'll get ravaged. Protoss player will need to add Storm to punish the clumped up Banshees in order to counteract that. And right now, there is no Storm on the way. Sly here, continuing to add cannons. Holy shit, the trauma of Protoss players. Like, he's like, my opponent's building Widow Mines and could drop them at any moment. He's got Banshees. I will not lose an entire fucking mineral line to some goddamn fucking Banshee Widow Mine. Misses the army, unfortunately. Does Sly, but sees no fourth base. Barely misses seeing that army. It's impressive that the Terran player is actually up in supply, and even funnier is up at 4,000 minerals at this point. Army supply is pretty shitty though. We do have armor on the way now for those Banshees. Oh god, Storm's on the way. Storm's on the way. Uh-oh. Storm is very good versus Banshees. However, the High Templar die very, very quickly. And remember, there's no Stargate in this game, which means no Revelation. You got a few observers here. A total of 4. 1 pervert there, 2 in the army, and 1 in the main base on pervert mode as well. So if these observers go down, you're in trouble, and they often do just die to random Widow Mine splash. Oh, setting up a trap, setting up a trap. Oh, doesn't quite take out the Prism. Of course, those Widow Mines, not wanting to stack their attacks. The Banshees are trying to come down here to defend. I think you might need to give up these bases. Sly Guy's trying to cover these expansions, realizing these hidden bases were hidden upon the Protoss's default line of attack. Sly Guy realizing he might not have planned this one out quite as well as he thought. He was like, yeah, if you expect my third to be here, you would attack through these 2 bases to get there. It's that moment where you've forgotten to draw a line between your opponent's base and your base, and you go, am I a Gronk? I don't normally think of myself as a Gronk, even though it's a fantastic word, but I think I might be a bit of a Gronk. I reckon taking this base would actually be super sick. Even though they might take a 4th there, I reckon you've got like a percentage chance that's reasonably high. They never even check there, even though it looks super risky. A couple of rando Widow Mines running in here. They're like, hey, have you met your Lord and Savior? Fucking explosion to the face. The Stalkers are like, what the fuck, man? Leave us alone. This guy's gonna come in as well. Where's the Observer, man? Oh, that Observer's just chilling on pervert mode over to the left. Another Stalker goes down. He's just sitting there. He's like not even helping. What a dickhead. Meanwhile, the army in the bottom right has managed to clear these 2 bases. We've got random depots massing down here. Widow Mine Banshee at home for Sly Guy. No planetaries. Is getting the 3-2 upgrades. Is trying to mass the Banshees, but only has 7 right now. Oh my god. Widow Mine's starting to kill probes as well here. 4th base finally going down. And Sly's like, you know what? I think next we just go. We've got 3-3. We take a 4th. Let me guess. What do you guys think? 7 cannons? 4 shield batteries on this base? Come on, Sly. Show me what you got. You know you want to fucking stack that shit all over. Oh, no. What are you doing? Drilly boys, no. And on the other side of things, more Widow Mines to the fucking face. Holy shit. Okay, those Zealots splitting out a little bit, but oh my god, the Widow Mine's doing some damage. The Banshees on the right-hand side flank, avoiding most of the Stalkers. They come in, the Stalkers in a choke point. The Banshees really using that positioning to buy as much time as possible, but a lot of SCVs have fallen. Come on, Sly Guy. The unlikely couple, Banshees and Widow Mines, are they going to be able to make it happen? Are there even any observers here? Are there any observers here? Yes, there's 2 off to the right-hand side, but right now, Sly cannot see those Widow Mines. Does not have vision of those. This natural, though, has been absolutely ravaged. The Widow Mines at home still doing a little bit of damage there. Oh, the Stalkers blink on the Banshee! And they take like 8 Widow Mines to the goddamn face. Oh, luckily for them, those 3 Widow Mines not quite able to finish tracking on there. But those Colossi getting low. A couple more Widow Mine shots are going to go down. Oh my god, the Banshees are the perfect bait. These Stalkers are like, dude, we just love dicks. We love Dicktown. Please, give it to us. These Widow Mines are having a party. Unfortunately, the Protoss just has like 10 times as much shit. Well upgraded units. It looks like Sly here. The 2 observers went down. There's the detection gone. I mean, surely you lose as Sly guy here, but a valiant effort, you know? There's tons of money in the bank. There's like 9 Banshees queued up right now. And there's no way to actually see these Widow Mines or Banshees. Oh my god, clumping up as much as possible. And these Banshees are going to clear this army. I mean, okay, good recall does end up going down. The random High Templar, Stalkers, all going to go down. These Banshees going to run out of energy, but the Stalkers already almost dead. Now, there's very little mining left here for the Terran player. To win this game would be pretty much impossible. You've got 1 command center, almost no mining. I mean, you've got a shit ton of Banshees queued up, so you could cancel some and build 3 command centers, or you could just go all in with what we've got here. So he's going to move the command center down. Sly on the other side of things is like, let's just keep building observers and stalkers. And I can't really say stalkers are the unit I would be wanting. Be wanting some more splash to clear the Widow Mines, but I get it. Is afraid of the Banshees right now. We do see, a bunch more command centers going up all over the map, guys. All over the map. Okay, so this command center is floating down here. That's going to land in the bottom side. We've got 2 more command centers going on the top. More Widow Mines on the way. And we've got 6 Banshees and 13 mines. Sly guy is like the power of a slightly socially unacceptable couple here. That's right. That's right. Banshees and Widow Mines. You don't normally see them together. But their romance is based on true love. Fucking society isn't even part of the fucking beautiful synergy between these two, you know? When the Banshees wake up in the morning after a nightmare of Blink Stalkers blinking on them, they see a pack of Widow Mines sitting there behind them, saying, don't worry, honey, I got your back. The Banshees feel safe. They feel loved. And if that's wrong, then wrong can go fuck itself in the face, I think. These Banshees doing some nice damage. And once again, are we going to see it? Oh my god. Don't do it, Sly. Don't fucking, no, okay, oh god, oh my god, walks up, takes a few mines to the face, Jesus, Sly, keep it in your pants, mate. Okay, we're gonna move command into those Widow Mines again, oh my god, oh my god, all the observers went down, the storms go down, but the Widow Mines aren't fully cleared. The Banshees need to get the fuck out of Dodge though, that's a lot of Archons, and even though they can outrange those Archons, and they've got 3-2 upgrades, they do have to be careful. Those Widow Mines are going to cool down. Sly here. Oh my god, Sly just keeps eating those shots so bad. All right, Plasma Shields is on the way. More Stalkers coming in. An Observer came up and did clear that out. There's still 4 Observers on the map. More and more Observers, though. Every time they get taken out by the Mine Splash, it's incredible. We've got a base mining down here, getting on gas mining. Bases up here, but they're not turned into orbitals yet. Sly Guy's economy is still looking a little bit shitty. What the fuck happened to 7 shield batteries and 12 cannons, guys? Only 3 cannons? What sort of a fucking pleb base defense is this? Sly deciding to finally live on the edge after 15 minutes of expanding at the slowest rate possible and making a billion cannons and batteries everywhere. He's going to actually go for a counterattack, finds a command center on the north side of the map here. Bit of Storm, bit of Stalkers, bit of Archons, single Colossus, all going to do quite well. Sly's going to try and counterattack. He's going to run into 3 cannons. Oh, I hope they're on an A move. They are, but 1 Banshee falls. Another Banshee very low, but oh my god! Holy fuck balls, that's 11 Banshees with speed and 3-2 upgrades. Stalkers warping in underneath that. I know how that goes. Oh my god, some of the Stalker warpings do get denied. The Banshees, I don't think they quite realize their own power as they back away from 3 Stalkers. Just a bit keen to chase, let them chase into the Widow Mines there. The Probe's getting massacred right now. Sly Guy digging deep and trying to pull this shit out. A few Widow Mines got some massive hits over there. That army looks a lot smaller than the last time we looked at it. And these Banshees of Sly Guy just bouncing around. This is the silliest, most amazing thing I've ever seen. These Banshees are just massacring right now. They're literally focusing down gateways in a matter of seconds. These Banshees are doing 2 15 damage shots each attack. Their volleys are absolutely devastating. There is an observer on them. They've got to be careful. The army's coming back. Archons, Stalkers, Observers. I think it's time to leave. I think it's time to leave Sly. Oh god, a cannon on either side. Stalkers in the back. Uh-oh, these Banshees looking very exposed. The Stalkers not on on an attack move, struggling though. Where's the storm? Oh, misses the storm. The Banshee sliding out of there. Holy shit, thank God. Those High Templar were stoned, man. They just, oh God, they showed up to High Templar duty after a big night out. They did not pay attention. They could have killed every single one of those. Instead, the Banshees find their way into one of the last bases of Sly. So many probes going down, but you've got to keep these Banshees alive. They're so damaged. May want to be trying to cloak them and repair them at home. They do manage to get away. Of course, these are still slow observers. They cannot keep up with these Speed Banshees. Speed Banshees are basically Mutalisks. They have an insane movement speed. And we've got more Widow Mines coming out behind this. You know, every time you threaten, you force more Stalkers, and then you get your Widow Mines in. And yes, Drilly Boys decide to throw their drills into those Banshees and instantly start repairing them up to full life. For those of you who don't know, to get a unit from 1 hit point up to max hit points costs 25% of its original unit cost. Oh my God, these two Widow Mines are still killing shit over here? What the fuck, man? How long have they been here for? Oh God, that could get a big hit. Because oh, that probe's rallying on the right-hand side. If it was rallying on the left of that, it would like literally potentially lure that into the pack. Still gets 2 kills, not bad at all. And Sly's just like, can you piss off, mate? Jeez. Jeez Louise, mate. A ton of probes sitting here having a party. They're like, oh God. They're like, sweet. We're part of the Megacorp. And yeah, they actually outsourced our division. But they forgot to fire us. They're like, everyone, just show up to work every day, go to your cubicle, and pretend to work. There's fucking 20 probes. They're all like just living in fear that at any moment their bosses are going to realize they don't actually serve any goddamn function. They're like, yeah, we're just synergizing the backwards overflow. The managers just like nod. They're like, good job. Keep up the good work, guys. And they just like walk off. They're like, okay, sweet. Another few months of shit posting on Reddit while pretending to work. Fantastic. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of a base trade here. Stalkers, a Colossus, and Archon, few High Templars. Actually finding the stack of depots, which is not really important at this stage because there's about 37 more in the main base. But more importantly, is going to find these expansions. The Drilly Boys are evacuating to this northern base. The Banshees, oh my God, stop warping in Stalkers underneath the Banshees. You need like 36 Stalkers to beat that many Banshees, man. These units are insane. One of them has 16 kills, another 11, 16, 15, 3, 4, 12. I'm just clicking on random Banshees. 8, 7. Oh my God, these Banshees are veterans. 5 Stalkers up against 12 Banshees or 9 Banshees. Turns out that also doesn't win for the Protoss guys. You've got to remember, guys, that a Banshee like almost does as much damage as a battle cruiser. This is one of the highest damage units in the game. They're incredibly fragile, but they really are flying Dark Templar. Like in terms of their damage output, if you don't have enough units to just kill them before they hit you, they will obliterate everything. Anyone who's ever had DTs blink on them when they're really behind in a game knows just what that feels like. It's the same thing with Speed Banshees. You need to like meet them with overwhelming force or you will get absolutely fucking devastated. And I think the devastating is what's happening right now. We've got a command center still up in the bottom, another one up in the north. The Banshees are ruining the production. Sly is in full goddamn panic mode right now. It's like, what the fuck is this? Sly guy's like, get out of there, get out of there. Misses a blink opportunity again. Every time Sly catches the Banshees, is just so panicked trying to fix up the macro, and the Banshees just rotate to another base. The Stalkers still aren't following. What are you doing, Sly? Sly can't keep track of these Banshees. Sly was up like 80 supply or something earlier. I could have sworn had this game in the bag. But suddenly it says, it's in the bag. I've got it. I've got the money in the bag. It turns out it's one of those crime heist movies with a twist. And then like they all just leave the meeting and then they get out of there and the bad guys like open the bag. And there's just a sign that says, get fucked. And there's like literally just a brick of fossilized shit. And you're like, what? They did a switch on us. That's kind of what happened in this game, except I think it was Sly's, no offense, we've all done this, I've done this, but let's be really harsh. Sly's inability to stop those Banshees on any of the many opportunities when they've cornered themselves. That is, I feel like Sly is the one that swapped the package. It's like kind of a split scenario. Another personality of the Protoss came in, was like, let's fuck with my other personality. Swapped the fucking money out, took the win, swapped it out for a big fuck off loss. And now Sly comes back to awareness and consciousness, says, oh, I must have blacked out. and says, hey, wait, am I losing this game? I have no fucking business losing this game. This Colossus has 32 fucking kills. It's 32 kills, man. But, oh. No! Everybody shut your fucking eyes. Okay, the observer got there. Does turn around. Oh my god. I can't even remember what happened in that Field of Dreams movie, but I feel like this is every Terran's idea of what that movie should have been. It's just about a fucking Terran player slowly, methodically planting landmines in the field outside the Protoss farmer's house while he's sleeping. And then the fucking Protoss comes out, stretches, yawns in the morning, says, let's go plow some fields. And a fucking steps on a landmine and just blows one of his legs off. And he's like crawling, like screaming as he bleeds blue blood, wailing psionically for help from his teammates. And then he like fucking crawls onto another landmine, a fucking arm gets ripped off. And all the Terrans are just sitting there like, yeah. Like, I feel like we almost all have a lot of feeling, and we can all have empathy for our fellow StarCraft players, unless you're a Terran player for a Protoss player. Like, Terran players, you know, they can watch a clip on Reddit of a Protoss player, like, you know, walking onto Baneling mines and losing their whole army, and the only thing they can bring themselves to post on Reddit is like, yeah, go fuck yourself, you deserve that, you cunts. How about you get some nerfs, you pieces of shit? And you're like, whoa. Oh, even the Zerg players are posting, oh, I feel sorry for you, Protoss, bro. Haha, that was a funny one. The Terran's like, you fucking deserved it. You fucking deserved it. Maru, my fucking hero. The only way he can ever lose is when a Protoss does bullshit. It's the only way. And the Protoss player's like, dude, I mean, there's different strategies. It's fine. There's a lot of things you can do in the StarCraft match. I agree. Maybe there's potential balance issues here and there we could do with some tweaking. The Terran's like, stop fucking arguing. Stop saying your race is fucking underpowered and you want buffs. They're like, oh, no, we actually like, I generally wouldn't be mind like maybe a nerf on this, but like we don't want to go too hard on it. Everybody's like, shut the fuck up, mate. In this case, though, Sly Guy is not one of those Terran players. Sly is a chill homie who is enjoying dancing around his opponent's base and is like, this is fun. This is fun, man. I think this is me new TVP style. Banshees, Widow Mines, and a very confused, angry, upset Protoss player following me in circles. Can we get like the Benny Hill soundtrack or something like that? I swear I've got to have like a button to just play that, because I feel like we've just been watching these Banshees running in circles for the last 5 minutes. And, it's the Protoss part of my brain is incredibly sad and depressed, and the Terran part is really fucking happy right now. It's like, this is the funniest thing I've watched in a while. I gotta say, hats off to Sly Guy, yeah, just adamantly picking away from the edges. Oh, look at that, stacking the Banshees up so they're one-shotting those Stalkers. And yeah, just coming in from the edge, actually one-shotting 2 Stalkers sometimes as well. Stalkers are like, maybe we can win this fight. We damaged, I think we killed 1 Banshee. The Cannon's like, I can help. The Banshee's like, can you now? Jesus, their damage output is just absolutely nuts. The Colossus is like, oi, get the fuck out of here, mate. They're like, you realize you can't shoot up, right? No, even the High Templar, who haven't landed a storm on those Banshees all game long. No. I think Sly has to change the name after this. Sly Guy gets to keep the alias, but I think Sly has to change the name out of respect for losing the mirror matchup, not of races, but of aliases. I think Sly has to become Dicked by Banshees, or First Visitor to Dicktown, or what's a good like tourist slogan? You know, you buy like a T-shirt from a city in a tourist store, and it's like I love New York or something, right? It's just like the I love NY, but it's like I love DT, but it's not Dark Templar. You'd think that because it's a Protoss play. It's DT for Dicktown. I want that T-shirt. If I make that T-shirt, who would buy it, guys? Who would buy it? I gotta get that. I'm gonna get some mad merchandising. Oh shit, man. Great production here. We've been covering the bar the whole time. I suck. Sorry, guys. I'm really big. My apologies. Thank you, everyone who's gonna comment before they get to that point of the YouTube video. Be like, the fucking move the bar. I can't see the fucking numbers. Can't see the fucking numbers. Sorry, guys. I will enjoy reading all 400 comments on the YouTube video telling me to move the bar. I'm sorry. But yeah. I feel like also I want to get a Captain Dickhead. Maybe a cap. Do you guys, is anyone here in Twitch chat or on the YouTube, were you guys around when I actually got a piece of fan art of Captain Dickhead? I made the mistake of showing it on stream, and I'm very happy no Twitch staffers were actually watching. For those of you who don't know the legend of Captain Dickhead, so Captain Dickhead is basically a strategy I use where you take one of your first drones, send it across the map, and you just harass like no tomorrow. You try to pick off SCVs, you steal a gas, you pop back out of the gas, try to finish off a worker, you try to block buildings, you try to block a command center. He's just like the most annoying strategy. The whole concept is you want to be a dick, basically. So it's always a drone, or a probe or an SCV, but the drone is the original one, right? Because the drone regens, the drone can do the extractor trick, the hatch block, all that stuff. That's why that's the real Captain Dickhead. Can you guys guess what the fan art looked like? Can you guess? Yeah, it was a gigantic cock in the place of where the drone's head is. That's it. It was actually hand-drawn as well, I believe. It was really, they'd put some effort in. There was detailing on the veins. It was... I was like, I think this counts as pornography. And I kind of loved the picture, but I was also like, I will get in trouble if I use this picture on anything, I think. There's too much detail. Like, you know when you see like a real basic graffiti picture of a dick like kids do on their desk in school, or like the ancient Romans, the legion, you know, you can find ancient like etchings in stone where the Roman legionaries or builders would just like etch a dick shape into like an ancient wall, what you can still find today, and it'll be like Romulus has a big dick or something like that. And they're like, you know, they'll be like, oh, he's got a tiny pecker or something. Yeah, it'd be kind of like that, I feel, where it's a little bit, it's okay if it's just a cartoon picture, but if there's too much detail to the point where the veins have detail, I feel like it becomes a little bit creepy in a way. Speaking of creepy, do you know Phoenix and Observers are out? Has Sly Guy given too much time? These Banshees are finally meeting their defeat, except they're not, because the Observers still don't have Observer speed. Oh no, it's fine. Sly Guy is maxed out. How many? 49 Widow Mines, guys. So right now we're clicking on the Widow Mines to see where they all are. Oh my fucking god. Okay, Field of Dreams. As long as it's a Terran wet dream, yeah. We're gonna see some disgusting landmine action, I think, to finish this game if the Banshees don't finish it first. I do like that Sly Guy's taking so long to finish it off. It's like, I don't really know how to win the game with this composition. I've never had to finish a game with this composition before. I'm not sure what to do. You sick fucker, Sly Guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. So anyways, if I do get a very inappropriate cap with a well-veined dick on top of a drone's head on it, sell it for maybe 30 USD, who's going to buy that, maybe? I don't know. Well, I'll have to go look for some merchandisers, see if we can do it. Caps seem kind of hard, but it just makes sense as well, because, I mean, you could even, the Captain Dickhead hat could literally just be a cap with a picture of a dick on it, and then you're like role-playing as Captain Dickhead, you know? I feel like that's a thing, maybe? So the Widow Mines are walking forwards here. Sly's like, nah, mate. Oh, shit, me Zealots accidentally walked in. The Stalkers slowly beginning the mine clearing. Did you guys watch that movie? I didn't watch it. I've been meaning to. It's about the... I think it's like in Denmark, where the Germans in World War II put shitloads of landmines, and then it's about like they force the German prisoners of war after the war's over to like clear all the mines, and like they're all getting blown up and shit as they're like clearing these minefields. I feel like that's the job of these Zealots and Stalkers right now. They're like, dude, this is really shitty, and these the Danish Protoss overlords are like, nah, fucking do it, man. Clear the Widow Mines. Fucking clear it. And they're like, we're really not good at this job. Can't you send some Colossus or some high-tech equipment? These Protoss are having a bad time of it, man. Oh my god. They keep moving into range. Oh, this is painful. Ouch. Ouch. Is attacking the Nexus with the Banshees taboo? I don't know. I guess, yeah. He seems more focused on the probes and stuff, which makes sense. The Nexus has a lot of hit points. But when you have as many Banshees as we've seen in this game, you definitely could take them down. Is this game just going to keep going? I might have to fast forward at some point. Let's go on... I want to go on Sly's camera. Let's see the Protoss plan for coming back. Yes, you're down 100 supply, but your opponent's massing dumb units. So, technically, you could come... I don't... Let's see. Maybe. Tempests to siege down the Widow Mines from afar. I like it. Let's see how that one goes. I mean, if you think about it, there's nothing that can really beat them except Widow Mines, waddling underneath and then burrowing, which you might be able to use terrain to avoid. Actually, it's a carrier now. Get him! The Banshees are here! Fucking get him! No, only... Okay, it's A move the... Where are the observers, though? Okay, we're looking over there. We're going to kill those. Oh, my God. Guys, it's no air attack upgrades on the Phoenix versus plus 3 armor Banshees. The Phoenix don't even fucking do damage. What the shit? Phoenix normally massacre Banshees. It's doing almost nothing to it. That's insane. Phoenix normally, each time you see a Phoenix shoot a Banshee, because they're light units, you see like a fat clump of their hit points come off. In this case, it's doing so little. It's taking so long to kill them. That's actually hilarious. The Banshee's just rotating around this Widow Mine field. Oh my God, the Phoenix are like, yeah, I think all the Widow Mines got deactivated. Yeah, I think it's okay now. I think we can go for it. This is painful. Oh, friendly. Setting it off with a single probe. All right, we're gonna stay on Sly Guy's camera for a little bit. Holy shit, man. So for those of you just tuning in, this is iCast, your freaking awesome replays. I've got to say, the first half an hour of this replay was freaking awesome. We're getting to the point. Thank fuck. In all seriousness, though, you're a fucking idiot and you're playing the game wrong. Oh, no, it's going to be the other one. How the hell do I beat this? What a good guy. Oh, I like that. That's adorable. I don't know, dude. This is the first time I've done it. I tried all. Storm? There were a few moments where Storm would have killed like every Banshee. It's always funny, right? Because people always get to the end of a game and they're like, how do I fucking beat this? And it's like almost always the answer is like, well, you were like winning at some point and then you like walked into 36 Widow Mines and lost your entire army. But Storm dies, man. Oh, don't ask how to fucking win and then keep building units. Guys, if you ever want a GG, you fucking grab all your probes, all your units, and you move command them into your opponent's shit. Don't do this thing where you ask for advice, distract your opponent, and then keep building shit. Oh my God, it's so... Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna mass cannons and Stargates. Let's go, let's keep playing. Oh my God, please just leave. They clump up, you can hit them. I can't push, says Sly. Yeah, trying to solve a unit composition issue when you're tilted as fuck is not a good idea, guys. Take a 10-minute break, come back and watch the replay. And probably from the point where you're not down 100 supply. Anyway, so this is the very last week of iCast, your freaking awesome replays with the Liquid Rain sponsorship, guys. So that's a book written by Omamorki, absolute legend. You guys should check it out. ! Liquid Rain. Don't forget, voting is still open for another month. You've got one more month to vote on all these games. How do you vote on them? You vote on them by going on the YouTube channel and, of course, voting on the ones that you want to have win. So if we actually go bam, 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 ! Liquid Rain, and that'll also probably be in the YouTube description, you guys can see, like the videos, there is a playlist of the Liquid Rain IC5 videos. That's that tiny URL that came up. Go through. You'll remember the games that you enjoyed the most, or watch the ones that you haven't watched yet. Like the ones that you like the absolute most, and we're just voting it by the highest number of likes. Does count. Oh no, more fireworks. Oh God. Does count as the winner. There's a ton of prize money on the line. 200 USD for first, 300 for first, 200 for second, 100 for third. Not to mention, we've been giving weekly cash prizes to the live vote winner. So we're going to do a vote at the end of today's games. We are going to do a live vote at the end of today's games to see which one you thought was the best right away. And the live audience will get to dish out 40 USD to the winner of that as well. So a ton of money given out literally to people for just winning the game. When Omamorki, who's been featured in the show and he loves watching pretty much every week, he's here live usually in Twitch chat, he was like, I just want to give some money to the people who come up with these disgusting, silly games. He's like, I want to give some cash to him. Might as well advertise my book I just wrote at the same time. So good on him. Check it out. Remember to vote on the YouTube and look at that units lost tab. 194 probes killed. Oh my God. Guys, just to rehash, it was like 15, 16 minutes into the game. Where was it when he'd lost all of his bases? Yeah, here. Look at the supply. Look at D. It's like there's nothing for the Protoss player. But he just needed to get his micro. Now, I do like to give, even in these silly games, a little bit of education for people. You've just got to get good at moving your observers manually in front of your army. Notice how there's no control group usage from Sly. Bit of an F2 master, so it was really struggling with the micro. But even without F2, I probably wouldn't use control groups that much. But you've got to make sure those observers don't walk in and get themselves killed. And yeah, basically the game was won at this point. Just Sly didn't have any more observers, kept accidentally move commanding in. You want to use those Colossi to go forward and clear the Widow Mines from afar, and move your Stalkers forward to chase the Banshees off, pull the Stalkers back when the Banshees pull back. Don't blink in to the Widow Mines, which happened like 26 times in this game. So Sly did really good up to this point, and then just could not deal with those Banshees, kept walking into the Widow Mines, and had some troubles. But that was fucking legendary. Thank you, Sly Guy. Widow Mine Banshee, a beautiful, beautiful combo. Very well played, mate.